All right, hi there. This is Jerry Maurer, and I got a pretty cool message and a good story and analogy I want to share with you about how it can definitely help you with your business. And this has everything to do with what is the first impression that you're making on your audience that's out there. And let me say it again. What impression are you making? And normally, people don't think about what's the first impression. See, what everybody's doing, what a lot of people do, and the reason why 95% of the people fail out there is because what they're doing is that they're creating an image in their audience, which is they're just pitching. They're promoting their program. They're going toe-to-toe with people's comp plans. They're saying, my business is better than yours. They're really not offering any value or anything that's out there. So it's, again, what is that first impression? Do you want it to be a negative impression? Do you want it to be a positive impression? Let me share with you a really cool story, which is about a year ago, my daughter, Alana, who's now 18, and she was 16 going on 17 at this time, that she got a free pass to attend Fashion Week in New York City. Fashion Week is a big deal. It's attended by thousands, and it's really exclusive. It's a real New York thing. And just to get there, to go there, you have to know somebody, of course, right? So, because the normal public, it's not like, there's audiences that just show up. You have to know somebody. It's a really exclusive thing. We're only press, and like I said, if you don't know somebody who can get you in there. So anyway, my daughter got in, and now to go there, the reason why she wanted to go there was because she wanted to be in that audience and to experience this whole Fashion Week. And she wanted to be there. So in going there, she went with a friend, and she dressed literally like, it's almost as if you were going out to a wedding. That's how she dressed. And she dressed there on a Saturday morning, and she went there with another friend. And when they get there, they got to meet some people. But what was pretty exciting is that the first runway show where the models go down and they model different clothing, she was sitting in the audience. And she was sitting there, and she met a woman who ended up being a real big shot in the publishing industry. And she's a writer, and she's really big in the internet world as well. She's a writer. And immediately, this woman took an interest in my daughter, who was 16, 17. And she asked her what she wanted to do. And this woman took a massive interest in Alana and said that she should be interning for her. And Alana told her that she was a high school student, and this woman was shocked. She said, really? And anyway, she basically invited my daughter to stay in touch with her, and they swapped information. And for a year, my daughter stayed in touch with her and emailed her. And we as a family, as a father, we all literally researched this woman. It turns out this woman, not only is she the niece of Joan Rivers, the comedian, but it turns out she's also running a pretty big event here in New York called Internet Week. And guess what? Last week, my daughter went for an interview for a paid internship at this woman's company. And it's a really big company that she runs, and she got the paid internship. As a matter of fact, the woman told her that she is the first person in high school that is being offered to be working with her as a paid intern. And the person that also did the internship told her, Alana, that you must have made an impression on her the very first time you met her, because she had literally special treatment when she came in for the interview, and then Caroline actually came down to meet Alana. So I wanted to share this with you in this really great story, and obviously as a parent, I'm so proud of my daughter, and I'm sure you would be too if this was your family. But I wanted to say, what's the impression that you're making? When Alana went out and she got dressed up to go out on that Saturday, and she was obviously professional, and she didn't act like a high school kid, but bottom line is that she acted professional, and she made an impression on this experienced, awesome person. So I wanted to say this. How do you make a first impression? What's the right way? What I'll say is this. What's worked for me, and I know others, is always add value, right? Always add value to your audience, okay? And sometimes, when somebody does review you and research you, what is it that they're finding, right? That's the reason why I always encourage people. It's about personal branding. You You want to make sure that your brand is protected. And how do you do that? You create a fan page, a personal fan page. You have a personal blog that is about you. And personally, when I invested, literally, and it's not a lot, but when I invested a little bit of money into these things, which is where I had, let's say, graphic designer made personal graphics for me, I knew that my whole business was changing. I knew that the impression that I was making on other people was going to be really good, okay? And it's literally paid many, many, many times. So I wanted to say that to you. I know this message went a little long, but I wanted to make sure you understood this great story and some, really good stuff that's happening with my daughter Alana. And it's just very exciting. So just think about, what is the impression you're making? What's the first impression? Because honestly, we normally only get a first impression with our audience. Yes, many times people make and they judge based on what you're doing and what you're saying and how you're saying it and what they see on the very first time that you connect with them. So be careful out there, but at the same time, have fun. I enjoy, everything that goes down with my business. Why? Because I know that the people that are finding me and the people that I'm connecting with, I realize my first impression, I'm taking a special effort. Make that special effort to make a good first impression, okay? All right, love you guys. Later.